It's time. After months of projects and planning, we finally get to cruise to Mexico. In today's episode, we'll explain how we prepare for a cruise, and then we leave Long Beach, California for Ensenada, Mexico. Welcome aboard. We are Alexa, Pat, and Gilligan the Fat Boat Cat. Follow us as we live aboard and cruise the U.S. and Mexico on our 57-foot Nordhavn Noeta with no ETA.
Hey, we're adding Stanodyne. It's a diesel fuel additive. It's like magic in a bottle. It helps clean your fuel injection system for the diesel engine, adds lubricity, fancy word for lubricates all the injectors and everything. It increases combustion efficiency, fuel economy, and all that. And it'll prolong the life of your engine and your fuel system. So Lugger Bob swears by it, so I swear by it. Stanodyne, available now.
Not getting a kickback or anything, are we?
No kickbacks. So it's each bottle treats about 250 gallons. You can't over treat it, so if you go over, that's fine. So these tanks are about 500 gallons of fuel. So that's it. And there's the kitty.
Helping. Okay, so today is provisioning day. We're either leaving tomorrow or the next day or the next day. Just totally depends on weather and whether here is the best spot to stay or San Diego or Ensenada while we're waiting for a weather window. But figure I better go ahead and do it while I've got the car and the grocery stores. I'll freeze a bunch of it. Underway, we do like to have some meals already prepped. Of course, we can make meals underway if conditions are nice, but if they're not so nice, it's always good to have things that you can just heat up on the stovetop or in the microwave or whatever. We do have our go-to snacks, so when we cruise, we don't get super hungry for giant meals, but so cut veggies and cut fruit and crackers and cheese is always really easy, just kind of have ready and go. We have our unhealthy snacks too that for some reason sound really good during a cruise. So Pat's are bugles. That's his favorite go-to underway. And mine are Twizzlers. They've already been opened, so might have to get another bag. But we do try to have good healthy meals. So today is provisioning. The other snack that we found that we like lately is old school Chex Mix, like from the 70s, 80s. So I just finished making that. That just tastes really good at 2 in the morning. So today's plan is I'm gonna make some like a Cajun rice and beans with some kielbasa sausage that heats up really nice. I'm gonna make it's like a chicken pot pie pasta. So that'll make in the good Instapot, which will be nice. Swedish meatballs like IKEA makes. So IKEA sells their gravy. So just in like a little meal prep thing like this, I'll just have the meatballs and the gravy and the mashed potatoes. And for those of you that know IKEA, I'll also have the lingonberry sauce. What else am I making here? I don't know. I've got a bunch of other things. I'll make up a bunch of eggs and sausage just for easy breakfast. Throw them in a tortilla or on an English muffin or whatever. Easy to scramble, and it's good for a handful of days. So much of this I'll freeze, so if we don't use it, then when we get there, we'll have lots of good food. And if we need it, we'll already have it. I already made some enchiladas. We have lots of bread and turkey meat and sandwich stuff and tuna, that kind of thing for just easy lunch kind of stuff. So that's how we work it. Everybody provisions a little bit differently. But I do like to have food mostly prepped and ready to go. So that is today's day. Yes, we are.
Engine room checks on Noeta. I just generally come down and do a general assessment, look at the engine, look around it, underneath it, make sure there's no drips or leaks or anything unusual going on. Check the oil, which dipsticks here, so I did that. We're full. I did discover a coolant leak. It was the bottom of the coolant overflow tank. It was the hose going from the bottom of the tank into the radiator was done with a zip tie, and I've been watching it. It just kind of slowly drains for no reason, and then I just got home from a trip and I could feel a little bit of coolant on the bottom, so I put a hose clamp on it, and we'll monitor that. The engine, it's full of coolant. Earlier today, we added a bunch of Stanidine to the fuel. It's a fuel treatment that helps lubricate the fuel system, clean it out, increase or improve combustion. Check the fuel manifold, make sure it's where I want it. We're happy. I color coded it. At 2 in the morning when you're underway and you're tired, I think it's just easier, as you can see, like the return and the supply. So we're doing yellow. It just makes it a little easier. And as I leave the engine room, I can look back, and it just makes it easier at 2 or 3 or 4 in the morning when, you've had several watches and, fatigue is creeping in there. We've changed the Raycor fuel filters. I did that last week, and we've fueled up. That's about it. Turning everything on, the Frunos, the computer, the autopilots. I'd like to do it early just to make sure everything is updated and ready to go before we actually go. So it's a fun process. Engineer for the computer.
It's turning on.
Everything's turning on.
Yeah. We're still about 3 hours from departure. Just checking everything.
Yeah.
It's windy. I don't have a mic on, sorry. Just leaving Long Beach. It's 4:24. Sunsets in about 20 minutes. And we had dolphins out here with us. Oh, hi. So as a little escort to say goodbye, Long Beach. But it's been an absolutely great stay here. And 16 hours or so, and we will be in Ensenada. So see how long these dolphins hang out with us. It looks really dark, but it's 5:43 outside, and we've been underway for 1 hour.
Just about.
Yeah. Left Long Beach with dolphins. That was great.
Dolphins in the channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So far, 10 to 15 knots of wind, 2 to 4 foot seas, maybe 12 to 14 foot apart. The swells are, so it's.
Yeah.
I don't want to jinx it.
10 second, maybe
but
a little more.
Sitting comfortable in our stid chairs, so we're good. So far, everything. Again, don't want to jinx it, but we'll be at the marina tomorrow morning.
7:38.
8 a.m.
7 a.m.
In time for coffee. Marina just called them in cruise port in Ensenada. That's where we're going to check into Mexico. And they have a slip for us. And then we worried because tomorrow's Revolution Day in Mexico.
One of many revolution
There were
days
so
in
many
Mexico.
revolutions in Mexico. And tomorrow's a big one, and it's a federal holiday. And then we're like, oh God, the port
Another federal holiday.
there's lots of federal holidays. But we were worried because generally port captains, immigration, all the things we need just tomorrow
Are closed.
could potentially be closed. And we're only going to spend one night there and then leave. So I checked with the marina, and she said, no, they recognized it on Monday, yesterday. So they didn't work yesterday. So it's a good thing we didn't get there yesterday.
Yeah.
So we're going to go.
Kind of hard because I just finished flying this morning.
Well, since he was flying, it
Yeah.
would have been hard for us to go yesterday. So stars are aligning after 4 months, knocking on all the teak.
We are knocking on teak, and we're not saying anything.
Yeah. But so hopefully, so we've got, it's really dark out. We'll start running our 3-hour shifts here in a little bit. He'll sleep, then I'll sleep, or vice versa. Are we pretty much a straight line to Ensenada?
Almost, yeah.
Yeah, straight line to Ensenada. We'll pass San Diego and
San Diego, then Tijuana.
some islands out there.
We'll pass on the west side of the Coronado Islands,
Yeah,
and then we'll start making our run into Ensenada.
yeah. We're running at 8, 7, 9 knots right now.
Yeah. There's a little current out here, somewhere out here. When I planned it, I was hoping to pick up a little bit, but so far, not
Yeah.
much.
I just realized the camera's kind of crooked. Here, lean
Kinda-
over.
oh,
See, now we're not crooked anymore. Okay, it'll be dinner time pretty soon, but had a great time in Long Beach where we spent time with our very good friends John and Molly, old cruiser folks. They're not old, but they cruised with us years ago. And Norm and Mike, his partner, and they are dreamers, so they spend a lot of time on the boat. Bob Center was there. He's a wealth of information about engine rooms. So
Oh, John Deere and Lugger. And
yeah, so he gave lots of notes.
the whole history of the design of the engine in this boat, which is fascinating.
So we had an expert
Yeah.
on board, which lots of notes were taken. My Aunt Vicky and Tyler came to visit from Santa Ynez. Greg King, another cruiser friend, came and visited. So anyway, we had a quick 10 days there, but saw lots of people. So really glad we got to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But vamos a Mexico.
Time to go. It's getting cold.
It's so cold. And time for tacos.
So 21.5, 17. Hey, hi.
What are you guys doing?
So we're having a party down here, and we might have come to the end of the party.
That's awesome.
Where'd that monkey come from?
It's a weird place to put a monkey. Good morning.
Hey, welcome to Mexico.
I'm so happy. We're in Mexico.
Yeah, we crossed, what was it, about
A couple hours ago.
midnight, 1 in the morning, something
Yeah.
like that?
Yeah. And now we are about 1 hour from Cruiseport Marina in Ensenada. And kind of, the swells picked up a little bit overnight next to the Coronado Islands by San Diego. Kind of picked up a bit, but nothing.
It's been actually quite nice.
It's been lovely. So today's plans, we have a slip, and Cruiseport said we can come in early, which is nice. So we'll go in, and then apparently the marina's really great. They'll give us a person to take us over to immigration to check into the country. And
But she already did the boat.
I already have the tip, so if you haven't watched that episode, that's a great one. So the boat itself has an import permit already, so I don't think we have to do anything else with that other than give it to the port captain, and the marina's already requested it, so I gave it to them. We also had to have Mexican liability boat insurance. It's not super expensive, but marina's Mexico law is that you're supposed to have it.
And it's Mexican. It's a Mexican company.
Yeah, Nova Mars.
Yeah.
We go through, and it's not expensive, but it's law. You have to have it. So we had to have that. I already had to turn in our passports. I had to. I don't know if I told you this. They wanted the boat survey. They wanted the condition of the boat. To know, and they wanted pictures of the boat before we even came to the marina, and I think they just want to know we're not bringing a junker in, but we're not. I mean, she's...
I don't think we are.
No, I don't think
I don't
so
know.
either. I mean, she had some issues, but
Yeah.
hopefully they'll let us in. So I sent pictures, I sent the boat survey. Gosh, I sent a lot. They do like paperwork.
Yes.
And I don't anticipate anyone coming aboard, but it's not impossible. They might come aboard and want to look at our food stores, vegetables,
And we'll
fruit.
dazzle them with a fat boat cat.
And we'll just, and then we'll just show them the cat, and that's hopefully all
that's
we're
over.
going to do. And then it's done. And I'll give them cookies.
Yes.
Yeah, not the cat.
Oh, maybe the cat.
Maybe the cat. So, and then we have a bunch of friends in Ensenada, so I anticipate we'll be going out for tacos and churros. Not a late night, though. We do want to get up early, and, well, we'll see what the winds and
Yeah,
weather
we'll
do.
take a look at it
But,
once everything settles down. And
It's really sunny right now.
it is.
Which is a great problem. So, super happy to be here. Once we check in, then we'll hang our Mexico flag, because we'll legally be in the country. And, anything else?
Trivia question. Which halyard do you fly the courtesy flag from?
You mean port or starboard?
Yes.
Is that what you're asking?
Yes.
Courtesy flag? Starboard.
Yes.
Yes.
Always
I had a
starboard.
50-50 chance.
Always starboard.
I was pretty sure that's where it's been on all our boats.
And it
but
should be the highest flag.
Absolutely. It should be above your home country flag. And not everyone follows that etiquette,
No.
but we do. So I think it's really important. So we will put that up nice and high as soon as we're allowed to. And I'm just so happy to be in Mexico. I know we're not done yet. We still have another 4.5 days to go, but I really feel like we're going to finally make it. I wasn't sure for a month or two. So anyway, that's today's plans. We'll hopefully that's how it all ends up. We'll let you know at the end of the day.
You'll know, because we'll talk about it.
We'll share it. Cruzport Marina, Noeta in 12. I think it's 8:20.
This is from Marina?
Buenos días, aquí hay Noeta, estamos llegando ahorita, tenemos un lugar en G29, ¿podemos entrar?
Sí, adelante.
Muy bien, gracias, nos vemos.
Perfect. They never answer because they don't speak Spanish.
Maybe, yeah. It's going to take a bit for the Spanish to come back.
Oh, I don't believe that.
Maybe. But he said, ándale, vamos.
Ándale, vamos.
Let's go to Mexico. So here we are in Ensenada. So Cruzport is a cruise ship and working terminal. Cruise ships can hang out over there, but we are headed that way over there. So sounds like we have our friend Jelly on the dock ready to catch lines. So let's go to Mexico. So happy. There's our sled and our welcoming crew. Leaving the port captain's office, and we're checked into the country. We're legal.
Legal, but the paperwork, the final paperwork will be about another 3 to 4 hours. So
Yeah, but they'll bring it to our boat. So
Yeah.
that's really nice of the Cruzport Marina folks to do that. So
shout out to those guys.
yeah, no, they were great. Osvaldo and Ricardo. So now we're walking back to the boat and I think a nap is in order. We're so tired. And check the weather for tomorrow.
Yeah.